Hey there, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. And so today, I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about the plus and minuses of having a custom Android ROM on your device. But before we get into that, a little quick message for you guys here. And a very big shout out to the channel partner Helium Mobile for allowing me to do this for you guys. And for those interested in signing up for their $20 a month unlimited talk, text, and data plan, you definitely can try them out for a month free just using my promo code here. Just type that in. It'll get you your first month free. And with Helium Mobile, a little bit of a different experience with them, as you can also earn crypto just by mapping out their services, which you could use towards getting a new device, paying your bill, or just cash in your pocket. And so the devices that I'm using in today's video is my Google Pixel 6a and my Pixel 5a. The 6a has a custom ROM flashed on it. This has Evolution X, which is now like my new favorite custom ROM from the previous ones that I've used in the past, like, AOKP, Pac-Man ROM, and all those. But not trying to go into a lot of those, but there is a lot that you can do with custom Android. As you guys can see, in the name of itself, you can customize it to your liking, to the way that you want your user interface to look, behave. Let me tell you guys some of the things that you would have to look out for, because sometimes these custom ROMs are not stable. They are still in beta, they're still in development, and so sometimes certain features are broken or just don't work. So you have to read very carefully when flashing a custom ROM from the developer's notes as to how stable the ROM is. But if it's a stable ROM such as this one, it is a joy to use. There are so much things that you can do with it. You guys are seeing the different customizations that's built into the operating system. And so, that allows you to just kind of like have fun with it. There's also extra features within. So like, going to display, you have all these additional features besides the stock features, right? Like smart pixels. You can definitely, make your pixels work in a way where it saves on your battery. And, that's always helpful, especially for people that don't always have a charger around. You can extend the life of your battery. Yeah, pocket detection, so it can detect when it's inside of a pocket and, pretty much turns off, the screen without you having to do it manually. You can increase the saturation or decrease it on the display. So it gives you a lot more control over your device and the user interface to basically have it function the way that you want it to. There's even, tools in hand that are not on stock Android. You can always see your battery usage, and it gives you a breakdown of it. And that's one of the cool things you'll find on stock Android that you will not, you'll find on custom ROMs too. But it goes further than that. Like you can see the battery and just how much of the battery is being drained by certain apps. There's modes for you to put things like to put the phone into the deep sleep mode where it's, pretty much sipping on battery, just so then that way, if you're going to sleep, you already charged up your phone, so you're not going to leave it on the charger all night. You can have it sip battery. Sometimes, developers will put in things like this where you can run a diagnostic on your battery and just, see, like kind of diagnose an issue, right? Kind of just find out what's wrong with it and be able to have a better grip of your phone. And I think that's like the most important thing to me when it comes to a custom ROM is just how much control they give you over your device. You can even see your battery health, which is something that iPhones have and most Androids don't. Most Androids, they'll just tell you like how the battery's being used, but they won't give you like a breakdown of the health. So like with my Pixel 5a here, when I go into it, I definitely can see, what the battery is, but not in that context, right? Like stock Android is stock Android. This is pretty much what Google will allow us to see, right? So, you have like your cameras, take your photos, right? And just everything else that you would do with your Android device. The notification shade, pretty much the same for everybody. Like just everything is just meant to be the same across the board, right? Not saying that, stock Android's bad, there's just limitations, and sometimes certain people want more. Not everybody does, and I understand that. Not everybody wants to flash a custom ROM. They're happy with the way Android is, and there's nothing wrong with that. More power to you. There are some of us though that really want that extra control, you know. So when you're in the display, you don't get these options like, the smart pixels to, govern the display itself so it's not draining battery so much. Um, you can switch between, light mode and dark mode, but that's about it. And when it comes down to the battery, you'll get the information that you need, tell you how much battery percentage you have. Um, you can see the battery usage. Of course, I just powered on the 5A, so it doesn't have any info to give me just yet. Um, but you got like adaptive charging. You can turn on battery percentage on the top status bar so you can see how much battery you have left. But that's pretty much all that you can do. Um, Compared to the Evo X custom ROM that I'm running on the 6A, which gives you a more handle, more grip, more control over the user interface, the operating system, and what you can do. So that is the reason that someone would flash a custom ROM alongside, the not so important thing like customizing fonts and, adding images to the header and, just all that other stuff. I mean, those are cool things to have, fun to play around with. I enjoy them. But I think the more thing that I'm going to focus on here for people to understand is that flashing a custom ROM is for somebody who just wants full control over their smartphone, their Android device. And yeah, thanks to the developers for making that happen.